Hi, I'm going to do a book review. It's a book you might be familiar with. It's about this young British boy, orphaned boy with glasses, who he's got dark brown hair. He's sort of this stereotypical, a little bit nerdy British preteen boy who has an owl, and well, he discovers he has an owl. He is visited by some magical character in a trench coat who informs him that there's a whole other world that he is a part of that comes from his bloodline, that he's not who he thinks he is, and that he has, magic in his blood. And he's taken off on this adventure where he discovers his magic, and he goes through a process of learning from other magical characters that he is a powerful magician, a wizard, powerful wizard. And obviously that book is The Books of Magic, written by Neil Gaiman, that bastard Neil Gaiman. Let's see, when did this come out? 1993. Original copyright in 1990. It was originally a 4-issue limited series comic book, but it came out in 1990, and it's a great story. Timothy Hunter, and who were you thinking of? Timothy Hunter, right? Yeah, Timothy Hunter is the boy. Here he is. I don't know if the light is good enough in here for you to see, but being visited by these magical characters. There's various different artists in this, but here, this is Timothy Hunter, the British boy with glasses and dark hair, who discovers he's a powerful wizard, and that there's a story that includes him from even before he was born. And he's taken by various different magical characters into a whole other world that exists. So here's his owl. He has an owl. His owl's name is Yo-Yo, because originally it was changed from the Phantom Stranger changes it from a literal yo-yo into his pet owl. But there's Timothy Hunter and his owl. This came out in 1990. But anyway, so he goes on this adventure through the magical realms and learns about the history of magic and the prehistory of magic, and that there are forces of good and evil, and that he has an important role in that sort of balance. This came out in 1990, but I don't know when the seed of the idea originated from, of this magical orphan child living in the regular world of London. Anyway, so there's various different artists. With every issue, a different artist takes over. And I think what I liked about this when I first read it, there was a series called The Books of Magic that took off in DC's Vertigo imprint in the 90s. It was pretty good, but wasn't as good because the writing, Neil Gaiman's writing has always appealed to me. He may have kind of fallen from grace as a human being, but he is just when it comes to fantasy, he's a phenomenal writer. This is one of my favorite, one of several of my favorite artists to work on Neil Gaiman's writing. Neil Gaiman's writing is can be so fine. And then Charles Vess, who's the artist on this chapter of the book. This is The Realm of Fairy, and Charles Vess, just his art style is so good for Neil Gaiman's writing, especially when it comes to just sort of mystical, magical characters and circumstances, and various different kinds of beings. But I think that part of why I liked this book when it originally came out is it was so different than anything else I was reading. I think I came across this before I started reading Neil Gaiman's Sandman series, which I think I started reading that maybe because of this book. I had known a guy, this real douchey guy, who's just really crazy for Neil Gaiman, and so that was kind of the turn off for Neil Gaiman, because he's just always talking about Neil Gaiman and his Sandman stories. So I didn't jump on it right away, but after reading this, it turned me on to Neil Gaiman's writing. So anyway, the story of the magical British lad, orphan, glasses and dark hair, going into the magical realm. It's a very original tale, told only once and never to be told again. It's not a very good book review. What did I even say about this book? You should read it if you like comic books, graphic novels. I've had this since the early 90s. I've read it several times. It's not in great shape anymore, but neither am I, so fair enough. When Harry Potter came out, I thought, oh my God, that lady's gonna get sued, because it's just so extremely similar to